Hello and welcome to this video series on Daily Current Affair Booster. And if you're preparing for any of these exams, say IAS, CDS, AFCAT, NDA or CAPF, this video is gonna be really helpful for you because here we discuss all the important news snippets from The Hindu, Indian Express along with PIB, Rajya Sabha Television and All India Radio. So this video is dated on 25th October 2018. So the first news is regarding the Memorandum of Understanding which has been signed between Institute of Chartered Account of India with the Certified Professional Accounts of Afghanistan. So these two countries have signed this MOU. So the whole purpose is to build the IT capacity so that there is some standards when it comes to chartered accountancy and also the quality in which the process is followed, the procedure to be followed, that quality is improved. Now, how are they going to do that? They're going to do that by knowledge transfer. From India, the knowledge of the procedures, protocols to be followed are being shared with the Afghanistan counterpart. Also, there will be a provision of student and member exchange program, and there will be periodical seminars and conferences also. So that makes this body very important. So Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, you'll find this headquarter in New Delhi, and it was formed in 1949. And this is basically based on the statutory law that was passed by Parliament. That act is known as Chartered Accountants Act of 1949. And the next news is about a portal or basically an app known as Main Nahi Hum. So this is basically launched by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently. So this is for the IT professionals who work across the country, and this is on the same line of self for society. So the whole purpose is to provide more and more opportunities to volunteer in say any socio-economic issues. Say you want to volunteer in an NGO, this portal will help you connect to those NGOs or basically any initiative or causes. So the whole effort is towards the social causes on one platform. And you should understand that this is third largest. Our country is the third largest in terms of startups and especially the social startups. And the next news is from the Chabahar Port. As you see, Chabahar Port was built by India in Iran. So we have a lot of funding which have been gone into this particular port. And this is basically our trilateral initiative between India, Afghanistan, and Iran. The reason why this becomes important is because this is our way to access to Central Asia, because Central Asia is a very important market for our finished goods. So recently there was a trilateral meeting which happened in Chabahar Port, and because of its strategic location, Chabahar Port becomes very important. So here we can understand from the map. Here you can see Chabahar Port located in Iran, and very near to it, somewhere around 72 kilometers, you'll find Gwadar Port. Gwadar Port is made by China, guys, because they have funded the whole port. And through Chabahar, we will reach Afghanistan. Through this, we'll reach the Central Asia. And the whole purpose of this meeting, trilateral meeting, which happened recently, was to discuss the customs or basically the logistic costs which will be incurred by any country which will be transporting their finished goods through this port. And here you can see it more clearly. Here you will find Chabahar Port, here you will find the Gadar Port. And the whole reason why this becomes a strategic location is this will help us bypass Pakistan in order to reach Afghanistan, because as you know, our relation with Pakistan is not so good and they won't allow our finished goods to pass through their soil. So that's the reason we have taken the path of Chabahar and reaching the Afghanistan through that route. And also this will be a counter to the Gadar port which I'm showing you right here. So this will help us in the trade similar to how Gadar port is helping Pakistan. And the third thing is it will also help Iran military and Indian military to cooperate on various platforms. And also our imports which we can do for iron ore, sugar or rice from India can move to the Central Asia, even to the Europe through this one port. And also if there is any humanitarian issue which comes in across these region, we have our people established in Chabahar port which can help immediately. And here you have to see the map of Pakistan. First thing first, the capital of Pakistan is Islamabad. Please note Karachi is not the capital. And there are four countries which actually touch Pakistan. They're namely Iran, Afghanistan, China, and India. But if I ask you, does Tajikistan touch Pakistan? The answer is no, because there's a small corridor of Afghanistan which is known as Wakhan corridor, which basically separates the Pakistan from touching the Tajikistan. Also, there is one important line. This particular line is known as Durand line between Afghanistan and Pakistan. Also, you must understand that this is basically the LOC and this is LAC. And yeah, and this river is very important. This is basically in this, and here you will find the Gadar Port. Here, this region is basically the Balochistan region, which was in news recently, and most of the refugees who are from Afghanistan are actually moving to this Balochistan region. And if I ask you one more question, does the Tropic of Cancer actually pass through Pakistan? Then the answer is no. It actually does not pass through Pakistan because the Tropic of Cancer is somewhere going from here to here. So it never touches Pakistan. So it is always above the Tropic of Cancer, Pakistan. Moving forward, there is another MOU among the BRICS nation. So this is in the context of the labor rights. So in order to protect the worker right, they have got into an MOU within the BRIC countries. So the whole purpose is to improve the standard of their living. So also to get the regular payments. Also, if they are doing overtime, they should be paid on time. In order to make sure that all these regulations are met, they have got this memorandum of understanding within these five countries. So first thing first, let's understand the important organization which is involved in this MOU. That is basically ILO, also known as International Labour Organization. So 2019 will mark their centenary year. So that makes this organization really important. Its headquarters is basically in Geneva, which is in Switzerland. It was formed in 1919. That's the reason it's completing the 100th year. And it has also got the Nobel Peace Prize. So if a statement comes up in UPS exam saying, does ILO have ever got a Nobel Prize? And answer is yes. Is it the centenary year for ILO? True. So just remember that. And the headquarters is in Geneva. Moving forward, what exactly is BRICS? BRICS is basically a group of all the developing countries which have come together, say Brazil, Russia, India, China, or South Africa. South Africa recently joined in 2010, so it is the recent entrant in the BRICS. So the whole purpose is three. You can divide it into where when the government of one country is talking to the other country, that is one kind of diplomacy that we do. The second thing is our businesses, say Reliance is talking to one of the businesses in their country, so that is called business to business talk. And the third is very important, that is people to people connect. So that is people from here, say NGOs or people, say exchange programs. That way we are talking to each other. So there is a people to people connect, business to business talk, government to government talks. So this is the whole model of how BRICS actually cooperates among themselves. Moving forward, this is about fisheries and aquaculture infrastructure fund. So this information came up in 2018-19 budget where this particular fund will be formed, and the nodal entities which will actually fund them is NABARD, NCDC, and all scheduled bank. So these institutions will give money into this particular fund, which will be used to create necessary infrastructure so that fisheries and aquaculture as an employment opportunity should be increasing. The third thing is regarding to increase the private investment in this particular domain so that more and more people are trying to invest in this aquaculture and fishery as an employment opportunity. And the third thing is to use the new technologies. Say you want to capture more fishes or you want to make it more sustainable, you need to use the new technologies which are available. Also, the whole aim of Blue Revolution, which is related to the fisheries to improve the production, is to by 2020 increase the rate by somewhere around double the price, double the amount that we have right now. So that makes it important what exactly is NABARD. So NABARD is basically an apex development financial institution within India, and its headquarters is in Mumbai. So what they do is actually they give loans to all these organizations which are related to rural areas and help them develop. And also NCDC, this basically comes under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. The whole purpose remains same as NABARD, but this works in at a more bottom to top approach. When it comes to NABARD, it is more towards the rural areas. So that's all for today, guys. Let's just revise everything that we learned. The first thing we learned is about the Fisheries and Aquaculture Infrastructure Fund. So this fund is basically to create more employment opportunities, also the infrastructure development that has to happen along with the technology that is required to help this particular domains improve. The next thing that we understood about the MOU that was signed within BRICS concerned about the labor rights. And then we understood the map of Pakistan. Then we understood the importance of Chabahar Port, which is located in Iran. And also we discussed about a portal and an app which is known as Main Nahi Hum. So this is basically a social initiative where people, say IT professionals, can connect directly to any social cause or any event that is happening. And then we understood about the MOU between the Chartered Account Associations between India and Afghanistan. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you and have a nice day. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and share this as much as you can. Thank you and have a nice day. Jai Hind.